Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be showing you guys my trades from 6th of July 2021. On this day, I made around 7,000 US dollars within the first 1 hour of market open. I made this amount of money by not even investing more than $7,000 on a single given trade. That means the return was almost 100% on my account. I'm doing this because I have been doing a small 10k account challenge for my Discord group because most of the people who join me in our community have a small account, and that's what I wanted to do a small account challenge so that it can be relatable to a lot of other traders in our group. Let's now straight jump onto my watch list and the stocks I was watching for the day. I post my daily watch list on my Discord group. I was watching Tesla, Facebook and Amazon as my primary watch, and I was watching NVIDIA and Shop as my secondary stocks for the day. Let's break down the reasons I was watching these stocks. Let's now take a look at the market internals first and see what SPY and Q were doing. SPY had a really good push last Friday. That was last week. It made a new all-time high on Friday and it was a really clean move on the 5-minute chart, a healthy clear uptrend. On Monday, the market was closed. We had the 4th of July observed holiday on Monday, 5th of July. And then on 6th of July, SPY had a drop in the morning, but then it recovered later in the day. Let's now take a look at the tech sector and what QQQ was doing. QQQ made a new all-time high on Friday last week. Then it made again a new all-time high on Tuesday this week. That is the start of the week. And if we take a look at the 1-day chart, it made this bullish pattern, a small flag on Friday, new all-time high, Tuesday, new all-time high. So the market has been in a healthy uptrend, including SPY and QQQ both. The first stock I was watching for the day is Tesla. Tesla had a crazy move last Friday. It made a high of the day at $700 level and it moved from high of the day to low of the day in the next 15-20 minutes. So the Tesla range that was on Friday, it moved $20, $25 straight up within the first 10-15 minutes. We can take a look at the 5-minute chart on Friday. It made a move from $678 to $700 in the first 10-15 minutes. And in the next 15-30 minutes, approx 40 minutes, I would say, it made a new low of the day. So the range was pretty crazy on Tesla, and I knew that many people took it here at the break of 700. They will have their stop loss at 670 or 680 for the break of this 1 hour trend line towards the downside that it's been making for a while. This is the reason I had Tesla on my watch for a gap fill, because I thought that if it breaks 670 towards the downside, we have a gap to fill on the 1-day chart from 667 to 657. This is the gap I was looking to trade on Tesla towards the downside. The second stock I was watching for the day is Amazon. Amazon had a really clean push on Friday last week as well. It moved from 3400, low 3400s, 3440s to 3510 on Friday. I was looking for a continuation move upwards on Amazon, because if you look here on the 1-day chart, it's been making this range for the past 1.5 years. I know that many traders are watching Amazon for the break of 3554 level, which is the all-time high. And this is the first time, I have also discussed this in my previous video. Every time Amazon goes to 3500, 3550 level, we see a V reversal. So this is called a V reversal. No pullback, nothing, V reversal. Again here, V reversal. But this time what I liked about Amazon, it made a clean push up here. It pulled back to the EMAs. I use the 9 and 20 EMAs, and that's why I was liking Amazon, because this is the first time it's holding around 3400 to 3500 level. The previous 3 times it broke 3500 level, we had a clean push down, but this time it was holding, and I was watching Amazon as a primary stock to trade on Tuesday this week. The last stock I was watching for the day is Facebook, and Facebook was also making a nice flag on the 1 hour chart. It made a new all-time high at 358.14, and then it was making this flag on the 1 hour chart. My play on Facebook was to take it towards the upside at the break of 358 for a continuation move towards the upside. But unfortunately, if we'll take a look at 5 minutes and 1 minute chart on Facebook, Facebook just faked people out at the market open. This is the open. I know this was a clean move, a bullish candle. Second candle was red candle with the bullish wick. I know a lot of traders would have taken it here for the break of all-time high and the 358 level. After that, it just went into a straight downtrend. That's why if you're trading within the first 5 minutes of market open, you have to be really quick in cutting your losers, because if you hold on to your loser and the stock finds a different direction against you, against your position, you're going to lose a lot of your money. Personally, if I'm in a winning position, I like to hold that trade a bit longer and see how it works out. But if I'm in a losing position, I would have entered maybe at the break of 358. My stop loss would have been 358 towards the downside. I don't want to hold on to my loser within the first 5 minutes, because if I reach my stop loss within the first 5 minutes, it just feels like I'm getting retired without even playing the game. This is my very first trade of the day on Amazon. I entered Amazon right at the open because I saw this dip on Amazon. It squeezed under 35.30, but the bits are still holding around 35.29, 35.30. And the good thing is that on the time and sales, we are not seeing a lot of orders going through under 35.30. That means there is not a lot of interest for that stock under 35.30. People are willing to pay the ask price and the ask is holding above 35.30. So I entered Amazon. I placed mid-price order to get filled 2 contracts. I'm trading 35.50 call, same week expiry, and my fill price was 29.25. And as I entered, my premiums were already in the money because if you have traded Amazon, the premiums move really fast. So if you're wrong, get out of that trade or maybe enter on the pullback. But it's not good to hold on to your loser on Amazon because it's like a two-way sword. As I entered, I have no reason to get out because we saw this huge buying pressure on Amazon. It broke the pre-market high. It's gonna break the all-time high as well because the all-time high is at 35.54. It broke 35.50. It's now around 35.54. I only took 2 contracts on this position because my investment was around 6,000 US dollars on these 2 contracts, and I'm doing a small account challenge for my Discord group because a lot of the traders who are part of our Discord group, they have a small account. So I just want to be relatable to them and I just want to show them how to manage your risk with a small account. That's why I was just going really small. Most likely if I would have traded my normal account size, I would have taken 5 contracts on this position. But I took 2 contracts. It always depends on how much percentage you are making on that trade. I reduced my size. That was on purpose. But I exited the first contract at the break of 35.60 or 65 towards the upside, making around $2,000 on that one contract. The premiums went from 29.25 to 48.05. That is 1900 US dollars on one contract. Now on trades like these are my A plus opportunities because Amazon has been making that range between $3,000 to 3,500 US dollars for the past 1.5 years. I know that if it breaks that range, it's gonna move $100, $150. That's what I was expecting Amazon to do because usually when Amazon gets a lot of momentum, a lot of R-wall, if you look at R-wall, it's 263%. It can move $100, $150 in a day. And it's been consolidating for a year. So this move was long overdue on Amazon. I accepted the risk on my last contract. My stop loss was break even and I was waiting for the break of 3,600 on that last contract towards the upside. I was still holding that one contract. I took another trade on Tesla. I will break that down a bit later after this trade, but I exited my Amazon position. My profit target was a break of 3,600 towards the upside. It broke 3,600. At the first rejection, I got out of my last contract on Amazon. I only had 2 contracts and my last fill price was around $77.48. In total, I made 6,700 US dollars on this trade and my initial investment was less than 6,000 US dollars. That means within the first 30 minutes of market open, my return on my investment was more than 100%. That is the amazing thing about stock market. If you know how a stock moves, it's been consolidating for a year. I'm not taking my profits early in this case because these are my A plus opportunities. I want to capitalize on these opportunities. And I made more than 100% within the first 30 minutes of market open, which is crazy. My second trade of the day was on Tesla. I missed the initial push on Tesla towards the downside. This was the play I was looking at for the break of 675 and 670 towards the downside. I was trading Amazon, so I missed Tesla. Both of the stocks were moving at the same time, so I don't blame myself. But after this clean push down, it gave us a small pullback. This is not an A plus trade because it's very extended on the 5 minutes and the 1 minute chart. I only took 5 contracts for the break of 665 towards the downside. I got filled at 11.86, but I know that it's already very extended. So I'm not going to hold on to this trade like I did with Amazon. I'm going to take my profits and run. At the break of 663 and 664, I was not looking at a lot of selling pressure on the time and sales. There's a lot of green. So I was just expecting a bit of a pullback because it's very extended. Buyers want to hold this level before the next push down. So just to be safe, I covered 2 contracts at a premium price of 13.07. When I saw that Tesla is coming back above 665, it's coming back near my entry price. That's why I covered the rest of my position at a premium price of 12.63. In total, making $473 on this trade with 5 contracts, which is not bad. But you can see the difference between my first trade and my second trade. I'm still holding on to my Amazon one contract because I had a really good entry on Amazon. If I would have been able to score a similar entry on Tesla, maybe around 675 or 670, I would have held on to this trade and through this pullback. But I know that I entered here, my entry is not that good. I'm going to take my profits like a scalper and exit my position really quick. My last trade of the day was on ZM. On ZM, we saw this huge order at $400 level, which is a good psychological level as well. I wanted to catch the break of $400 level towards the upside. This is also not an A+ opportunity. It's very extended towards the upside, but my stop loss is 399.5 or 399 towards the downside. I know from my personal experience with ZM, if it breaks these critical levels, we could see a clean move up, maybe even 4 or 5 points in my favor. I wanted to be a part of that. That's why I took 10 contracts. My fill price was 6.30. I'm trading 400 call same week expiry contracts. After my initial entry on ZM, it eventually broke the $400 level, but my premiums did not spike a lot in value because it did not give us a clean push towards the upside. And my fill price was really bad. I entered at the break of 400, before the break of 400 at a fill price of 6.30. Even after the break of 400, my premiums were at 6.40, so it's not worth risk to reward. And I saw that the bids are not holding above $400 level. That's why I covered all of my contracts at a premium price of 6.06, losing $240 on these 10 contracts. That's it, guys. These are all my trades for the day. I made $6,900 by only trading for the first 40-50 minutes of market open. That is, I made around $7,000 by not even investing more than $7,000 on any single given trade, which means my return on investment is around 100%, which is the crazy thing about the stock market. Personally, I'm not a big fan of doing small account challenges because in my mind, it's just going a step backwards. It took me a long time to increase my position sizing to take 5, 10, 20, 30 contracts. If I go back to a small account, it just feels like I'm going backwards in a different direction. But every now and then, it's good to take your existing account as a small account. That's what I'm doing. I haven't withdrawn any funds from my existing account. I'm just treating the same account as a small account just to refresh the rules and show the traders in our group that this can be done with proper risk management and account management. If you want to be part of our group, the link will be in the description box below. But hope you liked this video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for a lot more trading content. If you have any questions for me, post a comment down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram because you are missing out on a lot of good trading content. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.